Okay, how do we develop the brain of the little children?
Oh my gosh, a huge question. So little children, they need love and they need play. So if you're giving them love and play, then play lots of games, lots of playing. So that's really great. Their brain is developing rapidly. Up to the age of 2, there's major structural changes taking place in the brain, and then up to the age of 7, more major changes. And the brain won't fully really develop until about the age of 25, and even then it retains neuroplasticity for the rest of our lives. But with small children, lots of different stimuli, not overstimulus, but giving them just a bucket and some water, or a bucket and some dirt, and the amount of excitement, enjoyment they can get from that, and the amount that they can learn from that is really huge. So yeah, lots of play and lots of love, cuddles, nurture.
So the more they play, the more their brain develops.
Yes.
The more we show them love,
Yes.
the more their brain develops.
Yes.
That means when a little child is shout at,
Yes.
stop that, what do you think that happens to them?
Well, it can spike a cortisol response, so a stress chemical in the brain, and it's been shown that, for example, there is certainly in parts of the world popularity around particular sleep training programs. So the idea that a child should be born and should be able to sleep within 12 weeks, and so a process called cry down is often encouraged, where you just leave a child to cry, or there are variations of this, but in the most extreme it would be just leave a child to cry themselves to sleep. And New Zealand did some research into this and found that even when a child stops crying, their levels of cortisol are still raised. And we know that cortisol is not good for a growing, developing brain. So you really want to keep cortisol levels minimized. So while you might choose to shout at a child, and that might be okay, repeatedly shouting at a child, or a child feeling scared or afraid in their own environment, that's not good.
That's very good. So you're advising all the parents to get more toys?
Not necessarily more toys, more play. It doesn't have to be with more stuff. It can be with, one garment of clothing that they can learn to dress up in lots of different ways. One pot that they can play with in lots of different ways. I don't think you need lots of plastic toys. Just a couple of good toys, or a couple of good props that they can use with their imagination.
To engage their brain?
Absolutely, yes. My child, to this day, my 6-year-old, one of her favourite ever toys is a giant cardboard box that lives at her nana's house. And my mum, her nana, has had people view the house with a view to sell it, and she's like, oh, I'm so sorry, I can't throw that cardboard box away because it's my daughter's rocket, and my granddaughter's rocket to the moon. So it can be anything, but their imaginations are so beautiful.
Okay, that's very lovely. I really want to appreciate this moment. I'm not taking it for granted. I want to appreciate your time. You can just tell us a little bit about you.
My name's Amy, and I live in England, and I've been passionate about the brain since I was about 15 years old. I started reading about it, and I didn't learn most of what I know now through traditional methods. It was all through reading on the internet and reading books, and then eventually meeting with neuroscientists and different researchers around the world. But I think in today's world it's more and more accessible to learn about things that we're passionate about. And what I do now is go into organisations typically and teach them about how their brains work and how we can then create better working environments and better people in good working conditions, because I believe that they will contribute better and live a more fulfilled life.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
I really appreciate it.